Hey guys, it's me, and here's a production update on Cyberize. Let's go over everything that's been done these past few years. To start things off properly, I need to take you all the way back to December 2022. After the release of the Tuberverse Part 2 in November, we initially planned to stop creating big projects as a group, and I would essentially revert back into making basic video content and streams. However, due to the over amount of unexpected support we ended up getting for both parts of the Tuberverse, I met up with some of the folks from the group that made the project possible, so we could talk about a potential sequel idea. It didn't take long for us to fully agree on the idea, since on January 6, 2023, we revealed that a sequel plan was being planned out. A few months later, after coming up with a rough draft and a title, we revealed that an announcement would happen on May 23rd, 2023. All was going well until May 16th, when the title reveal was accidentally leaked, thanks to a family member. Thankfully, no one at the time caught this, and I asked them to immediately take down the post, and to wait for the reveal to happen. On May 23rd, the title Cyberize was officially revealed to the public, with the promise to make this new project much more of a film style. On June 4th, I revealed that filming would begin in September 2023 in London, Spain, and Gibraltar, with more locations in mind planned. I began writing the script for Cyberize on July 24th, 2023, and finished it sometime late August. Immediately right after, on August 2nd, I set up a casting call for a storyboard artist role, and not long after, one was hired and agreed for the position. However, since then, they have remained silent, and they still remain silent. After finishing the script, I was of course ready to head off to London, where I would be going to the Sonic Symphony and see family. While I was in London, I had the script with me, and I had some time to read through it, and upon reading it, I noticed that some filler was needed to be included so that some scenes could transition smoother and not feel too messy. I knew filming the scenes in London was going to have to wait, and just a year later, on January 4th, 2024, Cyberize would receive its first delay, with filming being pushed back from September 2023 to May 2024, with a placeholder release window of 2025 to 2026. After the first Raising Rings charity event in May 2024, I revealed a small plot synopsis and an update that a third entry in the Creator-Connected universe would happen after Cyberize. And then just a few weeks later on May 27th, it was announced that Cyberize would finally begin production, with 2026 now being the new placeholder release window. On June 9th, 2024, I released a video that goes into detail about how casting calls would work for Cyberize for both major roles and cameos. In 2022, I originally had plans to create a small analog horror series titled Patch's Pizza World, however that never ended up fully happening and it was cancelled only 2 episodes in. The original voice cast for Patch's Pizza World was contacted between 2022 and 2025 to be offered new roles in the Creator-Connected universe and in Cyberize, giving them the promise to work with me and not feel left out by casting a new group. On May 4th, 2025, during the Raising Rings event, upon reaching the donation goal of £10,000, a first look teaser was revealed showcasing the style and tone of Cyberize, with 2026 still being the placeholder release window. On June 11th, 2025, I announced that I would be taking a break from streaming to focus on Cyberize full-time. However, just a month later, on July 2nd, I revealed that Cyberize would once again be delayed due to scheduling, with 2027 now currently being the new placeholder release window. Since then, I've had several revisions of the script, multiple discussions with some locals, and even had a local hop on in to help out with production by letting them read the script. Fun fact, they've only read the first page. And so far, that's where we're at right now. As much as I love making content, whether if it's videos, streams, and even random collabs with other creators, Cyberize is a project that I wish I could work on the most. This isn't an easy project. Unlike the Tuberverse, which wasn't scripted and was fully improvised, Cyberize is a fully written out script that has scene descriptions, dialogue, and even a spreadsheet that has all of the shots listed out for each scene individually. You would think that this would be easier just by having a much better idea of what we're trying to do, but the answer is, it's not. Scheduling has also been a terrible mess, Of course, I work a 7 to 3 job, which does end up taking a lot of my time, not to mention that I also help out with family matters here and there whenever I can. And of course, all of this comes first. The guys who are also part of the Creator Connected universe also have jobs and personal lives to deal with, and we all have different work hours that don't align with one another. Now, what's the current state of Cyberize? Well, remember that first look we released back in May? That's it. That is all we have been able to put together so far. Scheduling has always been a massive problem, and throughout my time on this channel, I have been followed by constant construction work, meaning I can't film when loud drilling, hammering, and screaming is going on right outside my window. And this is why we cannot film anything. Yep. So, what's the plan? At the time of this update, we are about to start filming our Sonic Colors retrospective. After that, there is one more retrospective idea I'd like to get out before the end of the year, but I'm not saying anything about that one just yet. Although it may not happen until the construction fully comes to an end, which has no date set. As of September onwards, there will be several games that will be dropping that I will be streaming for. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Little Nightmares 3, and perhaps a few more. While all this is going on, I will remain on active development for Cyberize, and when everything from 2025 is finished, Cyberize will be my #1 priority. Meaning less videos and streams after the next few uploads. I'm sorry. Looking back at these past few years of us making this project into its current state doesn't seem like a lot, but it's also been a long drag. It's been 3 to 4 years since we announced this project, and so far, we only have a finished script of 68 pages, containing 303,529 words, with more to be included in the future for extra filler, a scene that isn't finished filming due to poor scheduling and constant delays being put in. I've been taking a few breaks here and there as to not end up getting any burnout, and I will stop working on things for a short while. YouTube's always been about consistency, and as much as I love keeping up with my stream schedule and main videos creation schedule, keeping up with it just pushes Cyberize even further with more delays. But that's the best part. We don't want to rush it. Cyberize will drop when it's ready to drop. I've said this since day one, and I intend to keep it like that. We want this project to be the best it can be, and the more time we take to work on it, the better it ends up being. Right now we have the placeholder release window of 2027, but this is once again not final and is subject to change. I do plan to make more production logs like this one in the future, without revealing any spoilers of course, but it's unclear when the next one could drop. But until then, this is the current state of Cyberize. We know what we are doing, and we are locked in. I'm sorry to all of those who have signed up for the project and keep asking about the cameo slots, but those still remain closed. I hate having to think that you guys who are interested may think this is another cancelled project, but I can assure you that Cyberize isn't cancelled and will release when it's ready. But until then, I hope to see you all soon. Bye!